off the chat. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Pear. Welcome to my Kirby Air Ride Beanstalk all tracks. I didn't call it right. Hello, everybody. My name is Pear. Welcome to my Kirby Air Ride all tracks Beanstalk Park intermediate tutorial. Today, we're going to be using Scooter on this level, and I will show you everything there is to know about Scooter. That's not true. I'll show you a good amount about Scooter, and I'll tell you a lot about Scooter. There's going to be a lot more advanced stuff coming on Scooter because Scooter is like the fox of Melee of this game. It is, we abuse a glitch. It's very fast. It's very cool, very fun. You're going to have a lot of fun playing it. So that's what we're going to be doing here. And we're only going to be doing some babby strats. I mean, this is the intermediate stuff. It's still some hard things, but not as hard as it could be, as hard as it will be in the advanced strats. Once again, intermediate tutorial, everybody. Also, if you haven't watched my other intermediate tutorials, I recommend that you do that first. Or the first 5. It's like chronological order kind of thing. But yeah, so Scooter is very hard to control at first. It took me a really long time to get used to it, but we're going to be also abusing a glitch here, so I will explain that as well. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off, once again, camera zoomed in. You can zoom it out. Oh, actually, do I zoom it out here? No, I don't zoom it out here. Anyways, but I charge up in the beginning. Charging up in the beginning with Scooter, I don't think matters really at all. But, so, as you see, and also sorry if the GameCube controller falls out of the screen a little bit. It was really hard to set up the camera over it, but the hand cam. But as you see, I go into the D-pad. I said this a little bit in my Fantasy Meadows tutorial, I believe, how we use the D-pad in this level. Or no, with needle. Not needle, wheelie Scooter. Jeez. And that's what we're gonna do. So I'll explain. First I'll show you and then I'll explain. So I hit right a little bit, and I get myself parallel with this wall, right? And then right about here, I hit left, and then I hit right. And if you hit left and hit right, you'll do a quick spin. And same thing if you hit right and you hit left. So if the wall that you're going to do the glitch on, which we call zips, I don't know if that's going to be the official name or not, because a lot of other speed games have that name, but that's just what we're calling it right now. But so what I'm about to do is a zip. And there's different types of zips that I will explain. But if you hit left and you hit right to do a quick spin, that's if your wall is to the left of you. If you hit right and then left to do the quick spin, that's if your wall to the right of you. So I hit left and I hit right and I have my spin going. And then I hit left and down at the same time. And that will bring me into the wall. And you want to hold down because that will help you get the fastest zip and the longest zip. It's the best thing. And then also, when you're done doing the zip, you release it by releasing the D-pad and then releasing A right after it. You get the best release. And I'm going to make a tutorial all on what I just said and explaining it eventually. Probably after this intermediate tutorial series. And then you could do the same thing if you're going onto a wall to the right. You hit right and then left to do a quick spin, and then hold right and down. And then so you're going to be spinning and then facing into a wall, and then when you hit the wall, you're going to press A and hold A. And I will explain that, and I will show that right now. So I had a little trouble with it right there, but I get the spin, and then I'm holding left and then down, and I hit A as soon as I got on this wall. And as you see, I zip down it. So that's that. I'll explain that every time we see it. So we'll see it 2 more times. And there's a bunch of other places you could do it in this level, but I will explain all of that in the advanced tutorial. Because in the advanced tutorial, we still use Scooter. It's just going to be way better and way faster and way more in depth. So this level, or this video I'm using is not... It's a decent time. I get a 2:30 in here. Spoilers. It's a decent time. It's not a bad time. I usually shoot for a sub 2:30. But I like this video because I did a lot of things wrong, and I showed you how to recover from them. I did not get one thing, but I'll explain that anyways. So now, you don't want to get that fire guy. Don't worry about that. Get a double boost on that boost, and you want to boost into that wall there, and you'll get just hold left and hold A, and you'll boost into that wall there. on that turn, and you'll get a little boost off that turn. Now, another thing you could do, what my friend Liam does, is he spins into these Waddle Dees and then falls into the rail right up here. It's a little harder to do, but he seems to do it pretty fast. So if that's consistent for you, try that. That might be a new strat. I don't know. The ILs don't do that, but maybe, who knows? Maybe it is faster. I haven't really gotten into it, but just thought I would say that. So there are two ways. So this rail right here, I'll advance it a little bit so you can see. This rail right here is very important. Oh, look at the Waddle Dee waving to us. It's very important, all right? If you miss this rail, you lose 5 seconds unless you do a zip that I just saw recently. You lose 5 seconds, and it's really bad and really slow every time you miss this rail. So there's two ways to do it. Let's see which way I do it here. Right here, okay, so I did it the slower way. What you do is, I believe I did do it all or both ways in this run, but what you do is I hold down as soon as I fall off, and basically I get some air, and then I just hit A onto the wood or rail, and then I get on this rail. Now, if you miss this rail, there's a little... I'll show that in the next thing. There's a little stump that you could jump off and then... or run into, and then it'll boost you into that rail. So then you go over here, and then you press A, double... I think I actually only do it once on that boost, but I think you could do a double boost in there. I guess I'm always scared to. So, yeah, there's that part. Remember, rail, important. So now you get to this part, and right here, start holding A, actually a little before this, as you can see by my meter, and hold left, or turn left, and then shoot off here, and this is the quickest way to deal with it. It'll take a little while to know to get right, or know where right in the middle of that part is, because if you're too far back, you'll hit an invisible wall. If you're too far forward, you'll hit a visible wall. As I did a little right there, which isn't too big of a deal. I mean, I'm talking about like running into an invisible wall. So then you land here, and now this guy, the Ferris wheel. This Ferris wheel takes a lot of practice, like to know when to stop so you don't hit it or so you run past it. So be careful on this guy. If you run into the Ferris wheel, you lose about a second or two. So just be careful. I think I should be good here though. So I press A right there to get a quick boost. So yeah. So then go up here. You could get a double boost over there. If you're not comfortable, if you don't do that boost well on that boost pad, your Kirby could like go out of sync, or he could start like going back and forth and like freaking out. So if you're not comfortable with actually hitting the boost, you could just run right over it. That's a cool thing with Scooter. You could just run right over boost. You don't have to press A. So now I go for this needle guy, and then I kill that Waddle Dee. I kill these needle guys, and now with A, of course, you use A to get your needle out. And then this guy's very important. You kill that guy and then hit that boost, and you usually go flying, but I did not because I'm dumb. And then you go around here. As soon as you get off that vine, start holding right, so you could try to cut this corner as close as you can. And there you go. So a good time for this vine is 33, 34. That's a good time. Yeah, I would say try to shoot for sub 35. Now, this part could be a lot faster, and I will go in depth over this at the advanced tutorial. But for now, this is still pretty fast, and it's easy. Just go here off that rail. You go into this middle one. You could suck up this witch guy if you want. It's not a big deal. And then I like to get on that rail. Sub 40 is a good run, and you know we got there right at that, so not bad. Now right here, I usually go off this not holding any direction, and then other than like right, and you suck up this guy and you shoot him out. And this is weird, and don't ask me how this works, but if you're on this green rail, and then at this last minute you switch over to this yellow rail, whatever reason that's faster. This is fastest. I don't know why, but this yellow rail is the fastest. So whatever reason that switching over from one to the other is, I have no idea, but it is. So there you go. So then you shoot off again, and now as soon as you shoot off, you want to get yourself positioned with the D-pad, and then you could go in and do the zip. As you see, I failed it. And I wanted to show that because I was so close to the wall. You have to be a little distance from the wall. But I recommend if you are going to learn the zips, Watch my tutorial when I come out with it. Cardinal has a good tutorial on it as well, but he uses the control stick. And see, I really do recommend using the D-pad, but watch both the tutorials, I believe. Yeah, watch both the tutorials. I don't know when mine is coming out, but yeah. When it does, I'll link it in this video. So, anyways, then again, boost around here. That was a good boost. And then there we go. That's the other form of dealing with that, which is the fastest. What you do is just fall off that and then hit A and then tap, then tap down on the control stick in midair, and you will land on there. So that is good. So there you go. Then press A again. Then it's the same old thing. Do that boost, and sucking up these guys is good. Do the double boost there. Now, see, I hit the wall, and I went in, and I got the fire guy. It wasn't supposed to happen, but that's okay. You know, that's all right. You could kill those guys, and you could still get the boost off that stump. I didn't explain that too much, but yeah, you want to hit that stump. Just hitting that stump, even if you didn't kill an enemy right before it, you won't go as high, but you'll still get a nice little boost, so I recommend it. Now, here's another interesting. I fall off. And what I start doing is I start lighting these enemies on fire, and then you could get this rail, and then hold right as soon as you get off that rail, you can get on this rail. So this is still a decent time, surprisingly. So just showing you that there's definitely, you know, some backup strats or some different ways of dealing with it. So get that guy for a little extra boost, get up there, do all this, same old, do that stupid weird rail thing for whatever reason. Then here we go. I think I get a good zip here. No, I did not. Yeah, wow, another bad zip. Whew, I stink. Oh, now here is something. This is what I do a lot. You suck up these pink guys, these wasps, these flies, and they'll give you an even faster boost, and you'll be going speed on this part. So be careful though, because if you hit them, they will knock you out of the way, and it just won't be pretty. So, and that goes the same with the Waddle Dee. The Waddle Dee. If you won't be able to make that rail if you run into them. So if you are gonna suck them up, it's a little risky. But now, also if you miss that first needle, you could get that second needle. Man, I didn't get any good tree stump boosts. But take my word for it, they do exist. So then just the same old. You could kill these enemies with the needle at the end. Just a little extra fast thing. I believe I spin here, which is... No, I don't spin here. Okay, that was another run. Yeah, so that's that end. There's really nothing you could do with those... Oh, I didn't finish it. Well, I raged. But there you go. That was that run. You can... Yeah, at that run, just go onto that rails. Don't worry about those bird things, because you don't want to risk sucking up a bird. But there you go, everybody. That is the Beanstalk Park tutorial. Very hard level. Is probably gonna take you some time unless you're a scooter whiz. So good luck. If you have any questions, post in the comments, message me, tweet at me, whatever. Also, as always, the speedrun.com leaderboards are in the description, as long with the Speedrider individual level website with all the fastest times. So check those out if you want more speed riding goodness. So thank you for watching. Have a good one, and see you in the next tutorial.